Hey everybody, my name is Charlie. I made a very lowball bid on some Xbox games a month and a half ago, and today they finally gave up selling them for a real price, and I have forgotten what they are. So I thought, what a great opportunity to put something that's not about my kids on my channel, let my OBS figure out how to autofocus, and just go over these as a community. So I'll look at the games. If I have experiences with them, I'll tell you about them. If not, I won't. First up, Kill Switch by Namco. Do I have a publisher? This looks. I'm assuming this is an American developed game by Namco. I. Okay. So I think this is aligned with the series that was on Nintendo 64, and it like really had an in-depth cover system that you use the Z trigger to get in and out of cover. Um, it says in-depth cover system, which I played the one on Nintendo 64. I did not know they made one for Xbox. Disc looks good, manual in good condition, full color manual. Look at that, man, dude. I miss it. I miss it. I guess if you put it on the disc, that's good, and maybe it's a savings. Excuse me. Oh, maybe it's a savings, but I miss the manual. But Kill Switch, game number one. I love the Xbox. After the Dreamcast failed, um, it pains me to say it failed. I was so mad at Sony that I kind of disavowed the PlayStation 2. I had one like every once in a while, but I'd like sell them and whatever. I got like used ones, but I never really played much on it aside from like the first GTA. But anything I could get on Xbox, I would. Definitely a underappreciated system nowadays. I think it beat the GameCube in worldwide sales, but they put the right money in. They made a lot of the right moves. They spent a lot of money. I know, like they lost a lot of money on each system just because of the deals they cut with Intel for chips and stuff like that. They like and they learned from it with the Xbox 360. They made other failures, but they learned from it. So, and they had some. They spent some money to get some exclusives, especially up front, like from Sega and other people. And some of them just didn't move the numbers, but they did some cool stuff. And they're known as the Halo system, but I miss that part of Microsoft that would throw it at the wall. They kind of do that now with Game Pass, but they'd throw like a decent budget at the wall and see if it stuck. Syria 2, Kate Walker's adventure continues. Well, hopefully we got the first one. Adventure series, I remember seeing this at rental shops a lot. Who's this by? This is by XS and Microids. I don't think the series is still going, but but yeah, black and white manual. Why is Nickelodeon on this? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the first, um, entirely different game on the inside. It is Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events inside the um, Serbia 2 box. So that's a funny one. I'm just gonna I'll keep it in there for now. I'll wait until I sell Serbia 2 on eBay, and then I'll be, oh crap, I don't have it. So next up, this was a big turning point for the Xbox. I think it came a couple of years. No, when it came out, I remember renting it when I was living with my sister, which was summer between my freshman and sophomore year of college. So it was pretty early in the Xbox's life cycle, and one that was a console exclusive because nobody else could handle it. Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. I think this is backwards compatible on original Xbox or on Xbox One and Xbox Series S. Full color, beefy boy manual. Love that. I remember renting it. It could barely run on Xbox, man. But it was just like opportunities were everywhere. So like just playing it, you were just kind of awestruck at like everything you could do. Like I could kill that. They used to say, you see that mountain, you can go there. You see that person, you can kill that person. So I didn't get as into it. I've gotten pretty far in Oblivion, but Elder Scrolls was not my thing. All right, here's a blast from the past. Sims Bustin' Out. So I think this is a take on Sims 1 for consoles. They might have had the original Sims on consoles, but this was like them trying to make it more console-y. Sims busting out. It's the game that's in there. Full color manual. Oh, I gotta look at what they're advertising in the back. So they have in the back, they have EA Big, which is SSX, that sort of thing. Uh-oh, better register that game. Get my warranty. It's fast, it's easy, it's worth it. Ooh, I get exclusive access to an EA cheat code. Remember cheat codes before they sold them? Oh, I sound like a boomer. Very cool. 1 to 2 players. Interesting. I'm wondering what 2-player action. Play through the entire game with a friend. So I don't know if you get 2 cursors. That's kind of cool. Here's one I owned in real life. Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow. I have only completed the Splinter Cell. It's not Double Agent. It's the second to last Splinter Cell they made on Xbox 360. Oh, and we got 2 games in here. Let's see. First up, we got an Xbox Live trial. We are going to scratch this off and see if it works on the stream. That's great. Splinter Cell, black and white manual. Pandora Tomorrow. I remember it had an amazing online game, which Xbox, I mean, everybody says it's the originator of like the real online experience, and that is completely true. Dreamcast was wonderful, but the friends list, everything. So Spies versus Mercs. I think this might have been the first one that had it. Yeah, that was a blast. I played that a lot more than the campaign. I was too impatient to really get enjoyment out of the game. Yeah, it's really cool. Single player action, multiplayer action. I almost say it's a dual game. So the actual game is in there. Let's see what this bonus game is. Oh, here we go. Doom 3. Nice. The Xbox one. So they might also have that. No, this is one of the last Xbox games. Like the other systems couldn't handle it, but they got it on Xbox. So that's pretty cool. Do I got a date on this? No, I don't. And I think this is backwards compatible too. They got a version of it on Game Pass because Xbox owns Bethesda, who owns id now. This is Activision. This is back when Activision either owned them or had that long partnership with them. All right, we just talked about Sims. Now we got the Herbs. I don't know if they were going after black people or if they're going after console settings, but you get street cred, work and live 24/7, dress to thrill. Okay, so Black Eyed Peas Special Edition, download inside. So that's important, good stuff. They got a song. Free download of 4 Black Eyed Peas songs is included in this package. The download includes completely new songs never released before. It's worth the purchase right there. Black and white manual. Oh, here's my code. Here's my code. Available November 16th, 2004. Download your free Black Eyed Peas songs from iTunes. Oh, dude, if this is an iTunes code, it might actually work. Dude, that's funny. You know what? We're going to go code swapping. Again, EA Big is telling you to register your game. Was this a big game? No, they didn't put big on it. So they got the Black Eyed Peas right there. It's is there a version without the Black Eyed Peas? Man, will.i.am still making that money. The Herbs, Sims in the City. I love it, man. I love it. That's awesome. Dude, EA was trying. They were trying, man. It's like, here's a console version. We're not just going to port it. The originator, Splinter Cell. So this came out like as like I think a 6-month exclusive, maybe a year exclusive on Xbox. It was like very close to when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out. And Metal Gear Solid 2 like took it more of a goofy direction with like Raiden and that sort of thing. And this was like, this is the American replacement for Metal Gear, even though I'm pretty sure it was made in Canada. Like hardcore military action, the night vision goggles, that was a big deal. Yeah, it was the originator, man. I remember just being astounded at the graphics, like because they worked in the janks. I mean, Xbox games looked really good, especially compared to PlayStation 2. But like the grittiness or whatever, they like made it part of the visuals. So like that's definitely using your limitations for you. Um, Highest score ever from the official Xbox magazine. Content download on Xbox Live. I believe this came out like, yeah, probably the second year the Xbox was out. So it would have been the third year the PlayStation 2 was out. That puts it about the around the time that Metal Gear would have been out. Oh yeah, here we go. I think this one actually it's a platinum hit, so I think it actually sold well. Test Drive. This series was out for a while when this came out, but they kind of relaunched it when Fast and the Furious hit so big, and it's got a bunch of music. I think it has like a bunch of like music that you'd expect to hear in like the early Fast and Furious songs. You are Dennis Black, independent street racer. You've just been asked to prove yourself. Own the road with your arsenal of raw power muscle cars and street cars. Do they have officially licensed cars? I don't see logos. Um, let's see. We got something here. Oh, full color manual. So we got. I don't think we do. We have. They got okay. So here's the songs. Furious. They got a song called Furious. Know How. We got like a full like little paragraph right up of each song. Back then, like having 20 like real songs was like a good deal. Oh, they got Click Click Boom. There is early 2000s from POD. What else we got? We right here. Dance USA from Junkie XL. There's another game. Oh, that's excellent. Living Up by Ja Rule. I just listened to an Ashanti song with him on my way coming back from picking these up. Oh yeah, that soundtrack, dude. Music was tight back then. I don't care what you say. Body Rock by Moby. Rock yo, body rock yo, to the beach yo. Come on, come on. They got a guy in the game called Skeeter. So that's features music by DMX, Ja Rule, Junkie XL, Bubba Sparks, and Saliva. Maybe Click Click Boom was Saliva, not POD. I don't know. POD's actually like a Christian band, but they don't like to tell people that. Or maybe they do like to tell people that. I don't know. Okay, so here's the reason you have an Xbox. Game of the Year edition of Halo. Oh no, it's not a Game of the Year edition. It just has a bunch of Game of the Year stuff on it. So I can't remember. I don't think they had DLC for Halo, the original Halo. We have another Xbox Live card. Oh yeah, turn it in, baby. Actually, I might see if what is that? Halo Reach bonus content. I might actually see if I can sell that. Just that thing. Interesting. That's cool. So the original Halo, I got this with my Xbox. I didn't really know what I was getting with my Xbox. It took me a little bit to get into it, but once I did, man, I was in. Halo was the game through Halo Reach. I fell off. Halo 3 was great. Halo 1, I just remember like Blood Gulch, just some of the levels being so massive. There was this one where it's snowing and just everything felt like so real. Like the textures look so much better than PS2 or anything else I had seen at the time. It was just a wonderful series. I loved Infinite too, which is sacrilege, but I think Halo's got some life left in it. And maybe it's done being. I haven't been top of the heap since Halo 3, but maybe it's done with that part of its life, and we just focus on making it just a really cool series that we don't spend $1 billion on, and that's it. And then here is 2000s in a nutshell. Blood Rain from our friends at Majesco. Um, they put out like kind of B games, a lot of licensed stuff, I think. Blood Rain is on the hunt again, but now she's stalking her own flesh and blood through the city under siege. Her nefarious siblings have united to create a new era of vampire supremacy. Now only Rain stands between unsuspecting humanity and the horrifying vampire dawn. It's one of those ones where like they do the character design and then they put a game around it. Just make her sexy, man. It's 2000s. All right, is it full color? Oh heck yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, the card stock on this thing is like almost too much, man. All right, what are they advertising? Here's a game I've never played and I'd actually like to look into is Advent Rising. Maybe it's in the back. I don't know. Advent Rising. I don't know if it was an Xbox exclusive. I feel like I don't think it was. That was supposed to be like they really pushed that to be like this. Majesco was like, this is our big game. This is all our money going to this game, and it was an immediate flop. Next up, we got Jaws the game. All right, man, this autofocus sucks. I'm sorry. And then we got Blood Rain strategy guide and comic if you love the character. There was a game, and man, speak of the devil, Blood Rain, the movie by our friend Uwe Boll. I think I've seen this. I can't remember Michelle Rodriguez being in it, but the rest of them I remember. That's super funny. Developed by Terminal Reality. I think they've done some racing games for 64. Dude, this thing, I mean, it's heavy cardstock, but it's like just written. It's like someone wrote like just like a bunch of stuff about a game instead of like developing it. So that is a game. I doubt that's gonna be worth anything, but definitely a piece of 2000s. All right, so I need to drive an hour back to tell them that this is not an Xbox game. This is an Xbox 360 game, and it is also the case is falling apart. It is Grand Theft Auto 4. Just tried to play it a little bit ago, and I did not get into it. I really enjoyed playing it when it was on 360, though. And I think one of my 360s broke because my roommate played this game too much. So thank you, Eric. I had the warranty from Best Buy, so I got a new one, and I got a bunch of pack-in games with it. So it worked out for everybody. Welcome to Liberty City. Oh man, Rockstar, can you or Take-Two? Can you just make more games instead of just like doing Grand Theft Auto Online? So that case is butchered, but you never go wrong with that. Oh, now we got it. All right. The 2-pack. We got Sega GT and Jet Set Radio Future, the craziest pack-in games. I think they must have like had a make good with Sega or something. Be like, hey, you promised us we'd sell 1 million copies, and turns out Dreamcast failed for a reason. I think these are still on them, but these little CD style things they had to rip to open the thing. Never peel them off until I get them. But Jet Set Radio Future, I remember buying this, super excited. I remember driving to like a very far away Funko Land to pick it up while I was on work time, and then playing it, and I didn't get into it that much. I remember the soundtrack was great and it looked great. I don't believe it's backwards compatible. GT 2002, I did not. I've had this. I have a couple copies of this 2-pack. I don't know if I've ever played GT 2002. Not much of a hardcore racing guy. I remember reviews being good, like not GTA, but good. But I think like an online variant of this ended the series, and they did re-release the first one a couple times, but they haven't really touched Future. They need to just have some people do it. Oh, here is a game that they were really pushing. This is one of the last like hurrahs for the console, and they really should have did a 360 port of it. They would have made some money there. Black. This is Black Ops. I think destructible environments were really the big thing, and like you could see what your bullets actually do. This is all guns blazing. Like, this is about the time like they changed like the back of the cases from like actually telling you about the game to something that's just like a giant screenshot followed by like a couple marketing lines, because they just knew like nobody's making decisions at the store anymore. We got a black and white manual. What are we advertising on the back? Cheat codes. You gotta. I think they've given up on EA Big at this time, but they're not advertising Black Eyed Peas songs or anything like that. So Criterion. Oh man, I wish they'd go back to using that name and like making games like Black or like the. I think they do some Need for Speed now, and I heard that last Need for Speed is really great. I hope they just let them be Criterion. Don't just like put them on Battlefield stuff. Finally, we got excuse me. Gotham Games presents Conflict Desert Storm. All right, so like 1991. 15 levels of super realistic desert environments. Wage war alone or use advanced AI to act as a coordinated squad. So by that it says, 1 to 4 people, but not online. All Americans pledge allegiance. A select few show it. Conflict Desert Storm, Gotham Games, I believe is not around anymore. Pivotal Games is not around anymore. And Psy Games, I think all those are gone. What do we got? No, we got black and white manual. It's thick though. It's the actual game in the package. So where's my Siberia 2? I need to see Kate Walker's adventure continue. All right, so I got We're gonna check out this iTunes card right now. Can I switch to PC? All right, cool. All right, we're gonna try to type in this iTunes code. iTunes.com. Redeem iTunes song code. All right. Open the Apple Music app. Tap the menu and tap account. Redeem gift card or code. Okay, so I have an iPhone. We're gonna try that. Let's switch it back to webcam only. This is great, top tier content. Was curious, is everything okay? Somebody's texting me something about work. iTunes Store. We're gonna go to. I gotta hold up like by my face for you to see it. All right, continue. First time I'm using the iTunes Store. I want to redeem. How do I do it? Redeem. All right, I give up. I'm going to assume these are the greatest unheard Black Eyed Peas songs, and I'm going to be the sole owner of them. I'm sure this gives me copyright, so if they are that, then I will play them in the outro. If not, then you'll hear the deafening silence. These iTunes codes, those are great. I'm sure a couple people bought an extra copy of Halo just for this Halo Reach helmet. That's pretty cool. So, and then I got this extra copy of Doom 3. So I'll enjoy using that flashlight, but not at the same time as a gun. So this was me going through a big stack of Xbox games. How much would you pay for this? Please put it in the comments. How much would you pay for this stack of games? And I will tell you over, under, or if you got the price exactly. Thank you for watching. Also in the comments, tell me why you watched. All right, bye forever.